What's up? Welcome to Developer Semicolon. If you don't know already, and you probably don't know because this is the first video I'm posting on this channel, is that we are going to be creating very cool web development videos that are going to teach you how to do the most immaculate, the most crazy web development with Wix Studio. Now, why with Wix Studio? Well, because they're great and it makes it so much easier to create really complex websites that usually engineers really struggle with. Well, before we do that, I thought that today we're just going to experience how incredible those websites can get. So if this is something that, again, tickles your fancy, make sure you subscribe. And without any further ado, let's jump into the first website and experience some amazingness in web development. The first website we have here is by Anzo.studio, and he is a dark mode designer to hire. As you can see, we're already seeing a very expressive image of him with a very expressive title to really catch our attention, but it's all about the remaining features of the website as we actually scroll. So why don't we go on that journey? As you can see, it's essentially like a website inside the website that he created here. And then he's impactful. Nice, I like this. Design is the design that works. Very cool. So as you can see, he has a statement and things really become in your face almost as you're getting to the website. He wants to give you that message that, you know, the things he do are very impactful, and he showcases that through the website. And as we can see, as we're scrolling, these things were popping up, these things were animating. Now he has a very cool video that's layered on top of text that he added here, which, you know, is very easy to do actually in Wix Studio, and we can learn how to do these things as well. So you can put this in your own portfolios when you create them, or your own websites, or the websites you work on with your clients. Now he has some logos of the websites that he worked with, and then he has a cool visualization of a laptop that also renders this very expressive text, which is very cool. And we continue scrolling, and then he has another website inside a website, which is the about. I'm assuming that is information about him. What I do: I design and develop modern, responsive, and luxurious websites that seamlessly bridge your goals with the needs of your clients. Very cool. And more of this bold text. So helping my clients to achieve their dreams. How classic. How can I help you? And then here he has this very cool kind of revealing animation that we can see on scroll as well. And on scroll animations, super easy to do within Wix Studio, by the way. And here he tells you a little bit about himself: self-taught web and brand designer, background in strategic marketing. My mission is to drive exceptional growth. And further on, he has a right fit. So he tells you even more about himself. He has these cool animations behind the text. Very cool. And then he tells you about his skills. Let's continue. So he has a nice animation of the moon that spins around. Then he has a background that's layered into this container. Personal, professional, additional. And do we get a choice here? Do I get to click on them? No, this is just information. And then look at that. Look at the background and look at this, just this animation, just this effect that's really setting this website, you know, alive. This is what we're looking for when we're talking about creative web development. Creative web development isn't just about portraying the right set of information. It's also about making the user, the end user, have an experience while they're using the website. And that's exactly what's happening here. I'm genuinely having an experience. As we continue scrolling, you can see some logo that has a background image layered behind it that only shows as part of the logo. He has a new brand, so here we can see that you can buy clothes from him. And then you have a reach me, also another kind of, essentially this is a parallax scroll of text on top of a static image. And then if you have an idea, you can go and talk to him. Now I see he has also a menu here. Let's see what that menu looks like. As I click it, wow, look at that. We get a whole nice pop-up of all the sections that we essentially went past while viewing this website, and all his social media icons that of course have an on hover animation. Very cool. In general, I think something like this is not actually that difficult to create if you know how to. And when it comes to the parallax scroll, and we're going to see a bit of a parallax scroll in the last website example that we look at today, it's something as a little teaser and hint that you're going to see in the second video of this channel. So be prepared to learn something cool. So as always, make sure to subscribe. All right, let's get on to the second website of this video. As you can see, the website is loading. It's called Maya Lynn Edar, or actually Maya Lynn Adar. That's the proper way to do it. A very, very bright in first sight, multidisciplinary designer. And we can see a little kind of grid. We can see the little icons change. And we can see a little menu with a dice. Now, I assume the dice is a roll and something random happens. So before I start to scroll, I'm very intrigued. So let's click that. Oh, nice. Okay. So the dice is a random roll of color changes on her website. Very, very cool. I wonder if these are actually random or if she has some pre-planned color palette that actually works here. I quite like this one, so I'm gonna stay on this one. Let's have a look at the menu. Ooh, okay, this is nice. This is nice. So it opens up to the side or slides out to the side, and we have branding, web art, and about. Well, let's go to branding, and I assume that's the first part as I would kind of start to scroll. And we can see that was really, really nicely animated. Ooh, what's happening here? So I assume these are her branding projects, and every time you hover it, it changes the font that's used here from one font to the next, and you can visit the full project and actually look at it. We'll do that in just a second. And I like how this title is vertical, and part of it is in one font, part of it is in the other font that she uses here. Very nice attention to detail. One thing that I noticed that perhaps she could have done a little bit better here is when I start to actually get to each section, maybe this menu should collapse, because as you can see, it actually hovers over the other parts. So that's one thing. Maya, if you're watching this, you can just put a little tweak on that and adjust it. Now let's continue scrolling down. All right, so as we scroll here, we can see a little icon animating. It says web design at the top. Wow, okay, cool. We can see that we get this side navigation. So now the navigation was top to bottom, so vertical, and now the navigation is becoming horizontal. And as we scroll, we can see the different types of projects and some of the subcategories that she maybe used on here. So very, very cool. I also do I also do art. What is this letter supposed to be? Am I stupid or something? I also do art. Wow, okay, I wasn't just supposed to read that. That is a little confusing. All right, well, maybe that's the whole point of art, I guess. Art is confusing, right? All right, let's continue scrolling. Okay, and these are things that she does as her personal. So I love my camera, being in the world, posters, sad faces party. And then as we continue scrolling, we go back to this theme, which I assume I can now also change here. So let's, yeah, and this looks like it's a pre-made color palette because they do repeat. So here is a little bit about herself. She's a designer based in Tel Aviv. Cool. Let's actually click on one of these projects that she worked on and see what the full project list looks like. Nice. So it's a little slide-in drawer, and then we have a lot more information here about the things that she designed. So Maya, very, very cool stuff. I appreciate the website. Really nice seeing it. And of course, let me know, guys, as part of this video, if you see anything specific that you want to learn, just drop it down in the comments and we'll put it in a video. The faster you comment and drop something down, the faster I'm going to film it. So yeah, let's do that. Let's make that the way we learn together. I think that's going to be fun. So now finishing the second website, let's move on to the third one. So this website is called pragia.net. And as you can see, it's extremely expressive. I love the colors right off the bat. This orange on the very cool video fuzzy background, it's really making things pop. And here straight away, oh wow, this is cool. So as we hover over each one of these project titles, we also get a whole kind of pop-up that showcases the different types of projects that person did, maybe for this specific concept. And then here he did a project for some mobile app. Here he did a project for filming or editing something. That is so cool in this like TV, old school TV pop-up where the screen he replaced with an actual video. That's also quite simple to do in Wix Studio, and I can teach you how to do that, so let me know. Here we have another phone app. Here we have some Netflix poster, And then he also sells prints, which seems like it. Now, what I like about this one, it's a very short one because it's just a simple one-pager, but I think one-pagers sometimes can bring more value than anything else. And the reason for that is that sometimes when people create these creative websites, they forget that, yes, it's supposed to be playful. Yes, in some way you're showcasing your abilities to do incredible things. But on the other hand, you also need to sell something. At the end of the day, someone coming to the website, they're there for some information, to buy something, to learn about your services. So sometimes one-page websites like this work super, super, super well. And a little bit about the creator. Hi, I'm Pregya, a passionate creative technologist leveraging diverse cultural insights and technical expertise to design experiences that are not just striking, but impactful. And I think he achieved that really, really well here. If we click on one of these, does anything happen? Yes, it does. So it actually takes us to more of this page where it showcases each one of these projects in a little bit more detail. Very, 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 very cool. All right, let's go on to the fourth and the final website. So we have the fourth website here. It's called nasir.studio. And as you can see, right off the bat, we get this very, very bold, bubbly text, almost feels like it's a balloon on the website in a really nice grid view with some icons to his social media. Now, as you can see, as we scroll our mouse, this whole text that he imported, this 3D model, moves with the scroll of the mouse. It pivots essentially. And that's something that we're going to learn in the next video as well. Very, very cool, very simple to do, like always. Everything is simple when you know how to do it, right? All right, so let's scroll on this website. And as you can see, we get a very, very cool animation. So as I'm scrolling through this, so on scroll, not only that the text is adding and spawning to the page, it's also changing color to even highlight further how important maybe this message needs to be. As we continue scrolling, we can see that he has some very cool kind of explanation about what he does and his experience, and also a very cool kind of image. I like how it almost ends up being separated by this little star. I think that's a very interesting design choice, and you can see this little title, which obviously changes. I don't know if it's based on mouse scroll. I think it is. I think it's triggered a little bit by the mouse movement. So let's continue scrolling. Here are the brands that he has worked for, and clearly a very big showcase of names that some of you guys might be familiar with. And then as we continue, okay, and this is very cool. I actually recognize this this little bird because that's one of the assets that's given to you for free by Wix Studio. You can actually import this and use this for your websites, and to import it and use it and animate it, especially when you can animate it when you're moving your mouse so it turns. It's very, very cool. And here, obviously, he's highlighting his services with a very impactful 3D model on the website. And as you can see, we're seeing a little bit of this parallax scroll where 2 or 3 or 4 layers, they kind of have a different speed of movement over each other, and therefore it gives this 3D effect to the website. And as we continue scrolling, there we go, that's another layer coming on top, and we're going to see another layer coming on top. And as we continue scrolling through, here are his different packages where you can contact him to obviously buy something, and another kind of pop-up. As you can see, the square which says more than 200 happy clients across the world is moving faster than the map, and therefore it's giving us that very, very cool effect. And I love me some reviews, and this is a very, very nice website that really showcases the skills of the user. And here is a very nice contact form which you can highlight, and also obviously that will probably take you to the email and the form to submit to get in contact, and then back to top. Oh wow, okay. That was cool. That was a cool animation. So yes, we want to go back to top. I assume if I click this, it's gonna take me back to top. Of course it does. And what an awesome way to wrap up the website. And it's also a great time to end this video. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you smash the thumbs up button and leave a comment down below letting me know which one was your favorite part. And to my editor Jed, let's give them a teaser of the next video. And on that cliffhanger, it's time to end. I'll see you in the next one.